everybody, Mamas and Halfling, and welcome back to Midnight Suns. In the last episode, we followed Agatha, found the Words of Power, did a little bit of Skyrim playing, and apparently Caretaker's mad at us for opening the library, which I'm very confused about. So, let us continue. Right.
Hunter, hello.
Hi. So what's about in here? Occult History of the New World. By the mysterious scribe. Note from Agatha. It seemed right that Endi's monument should be near the standing stones that she found so fascinating. Oh, to hear that laugh again. Secret SOEOSS. 8th of the 3rd, 1943. Memorandum. Further to your correspondence, the Howling Commandos did indeed collaborate with the local militia leader in the operation of Ploesti. This commander provided assistance after my men were ambushed by a German unit in the small village around 2 kilometers from the oil fields. It felt only right to reciprocate and help free a number of the civilians held captive by the Nazis close by. Following the release of the prisoners, the combined force worked together and cleared the refinery's air defenses, leaving the target open for our bombers. The task to disrupt the Nazis' oil supply was a success, and our mission was accomplished without significant casualties. Did I know at the time that the commander was Dracula? No. Would I work with him again to get the job done? In a heartbeat. Sergeant Nick Fury. Interesting. Because that was a thing in the cartoon show too, wasn't it? That Captain America worked with Dracula. I haven't read one of the superheroes, 2 of them actually, I think. I haven't read Robbie's or Magic's, so let's just read those real quick. Profile. Robbie Reyes, multi-target damage, single-target damage, self-healing. Affiliations, Tech and Midnight Suns. Biography. While the spirit of vengeance has taken many forms, Robbie Reyes might be the most reluctant of its many hosts. Working as a mechanic in Los Angeles, Robbie made the mistake of street racing in the possessed muscle car known as the Hell Ride. When things went south and Robbie was killed by a local gang, the spirit of vengeance brought him back by transforming him into the Ghost Rider. That doesn't explain to me why his face is made of metal. Okay, how to play. Ghost Rider deals massive damage to his enemies, but at a cost to himself and his allies. Self-damage and souls. Ghost Rider's abilities are more powerful than most other heroes, but they also extract a cost when used, either damaging Ghost Rider or discarding cards from hand. So that's why my card got out when I used his Hell Ride. Ghost Rider can offset his elf damage through his Soul's mechanic. As Ghost Rider KOs enemies, he fills his soul meter. Once the meter is filled, he immediately draws a Drained Souls ability. Drained Souls is a heroic chain ability that not only damages its targets, but also heals Ghost Rider with lifesteal. Every time Drained Souls is used, all Drained Souls abilities gain 1 chain, making them more powerful, but they also increase their heroism cost by 1. Squad Synergy. Ghost Rider requires a large amount of heroism to be effective, but he is also partnered with a support hero who can generate the heroism he needs and can help him protect healed. So him plus Doctor Strange would be good. As Ghost Rider's self-damage can make him vulnerable. Passive ability Soul Collector. As he increases his friendship with the Hunter, Ghost Rider will increase his maximum health in combat every time he fills his soul meter. As Ghost Rider's most powerful abilities convert his health into damage, raising his maximum health not only makes him hardier, that's not a word, it makes him more powerful as well. Tips. Drained Souls can be a devastating ability when used multiple times in combat, so getting KOs early and filling Ghost Rider's soul meter is crucial. Interesting. It says there's new customization. Oh, that's cool. And magic. The mutant Ilyana Rasputin was born in Siberia, where at a young age she was tricked by the demon Mephisto and led into the otherworldly realm of Limbo. It was here that Ileana first learned to wield her mutant powers, the ability to open portals allowing for interdimensional travel across space and time. Interesting. How to play. Magik is a powerful support hero who exerts tight control over her enemies, repositioning them for maximum effect. Portals and repositioning. When Magik places a portal on the map, her numerous knockback abilities will send enemies through that portal because placement of her portals can be nearly anywhere on the map. Enemies can be knocked into explosives, other enemies, or right into a drop. Many of her other abilities can position one or more enemies in precise locations on the map, making them vulnerable to follow-up attacks. Squad synergy. Because Magik treads the line between support and damage dealers, she partners well with many other heroes, especially those capable of the area effect attacks. She can require high amounts of heroism and is most effective with multiple copies of her Limbo Portal ability in her deck. Passive ability Relay. As she increases her friendship with Hunter, Magik has a chance to immediately draw a new copy of Limbo Portal whenever she knocks an enemy through a previous portal. Tips. While her abilities deal significant damage on their own, positioning her abilities for a follow-up attack from allies can make Magik most effective. Ileana Shrewd Mutant, Mystic, Midnight Suns, Mutant, repositioning enemies, knockback single target damage. Interesting. Right then. Right. Let's keep looking around. So when do I find the arcane keys? Because I need those. Otherwise I'm never going to be able to open those chests. Faded journal page. Caretaker's journal. June 3rd, 1710. My appreciation and adoration for Agatha has left me vulnerable to feelings I have not known for centuries. I want her by my side, and I wish for her to join me for what we will be facing in the coming years. Though, I admit that it may be selfish of me to share these risks, I find myself in the very position I once criticized and judged Lilith for. And it brings me shame. As blood descendants, we were not meant to bring children into this world, or love another as she did. As I love Agatha, was I wrong to judge Lilith so harshly, or am I wrong now? It is hard to face. I found myself wanting to be with Agatha just as Lilith felt with Gregor, and their child, to have a family, be loved, and be loved by another. Okay. So Caretaker was in love with Agatha. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Any more faded journal pages? Ooh, what's this? The Ancestor, Chester Harding, 1827. The Blood Dynasty has stood watch for eons. With each generation, our blades have run red with the blood of the fallen, as we seek to bring about the order. Only the 9 laws of the Aethergard stand to challenge the will of the Blood family, and they will never relent. Ooh, epic chest. Cool. 13 gloss. Ooh. Heroic essence. What do you want?
There's something you need to read.
Who or what are the Blood?
You said something earlier about the Blood.
In a world full of mysteries, the Blood have managed to remain even more mysterious than most. They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
Mm-hmm.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But now we're
But
back,
she
brought
is
back
not
to these
buried.
ones.
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wundagore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to
Which,
contend with an
she said that
organization like
Scarlet
Hydra.
Witch was a daughter of.
And I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
So we can say for sure that Scarlet Witch has been turned into what Venom was, right? Agatha's altar. Excerpt from Wanda's journal. After I saw what I've taken from the altar, the damage I've done can only be reversed when all the elemental rods... I found the fire one! And I also... I think I found a water one when I was editing, because there was something on the pool. That's why I zoomed in that edit. But, yeah. The damage of dirt can only be reversed when all elemental rods have been returned. Interesting.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you were going to get me into trouble?
She already has.
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a
Let's
better
not,
job of
because I want to go
explaining
exploring for that other
Charlie will show
rod.
you the way if you've forgotten.
Yes, I know Charlie will. She's a good girl. Now, let me... Hey, Charlie. I'm not following you. Where was the pool? It was here. That's right. Yes, this thing. Water rod. Yep, I was
The
right.
elemental rods.
Barely a stone at all. This blue-black topaz almost seeps through the fingers when held. It smells strongly of a tide pool, and if held to the ear, sounds like the sea. Interesting. Now, I'm not going that way, because apparently, because I've done all my editing for the 5 videos before. Ebony? There's a cat here?
You are a cute little shapeshifter, are you not?
Who is Ebony? Who's a good kitty? Plus 10 willpower. Okay. What was I doing? I've completely forgotten because the cat's thrown me off. I was doing something, was I not? Oh, Faded Journal. Caretaker's Journal, August 15, 1710. I try to remind myself that 16 is a young age for so much power, but I still lose my temper at times. This child, nearly grown, is rapidly progressing. The training goes well. Is rapidly progressing. The training goes well, and I'm optimistic for how we may be able to combat Lilith in the future, but there have been outbursts. If we cannot control these, I do worry that we may face some unfortunate collateral damage. It sounds so harsh to put these words on page, but this is the reality that I face. Agatha and I have discussed options for controlling this power, but nothing has worked us yet. My latest attempt is to forge a ward to be worn around the neck. If I succeed, it will not only help the child channel her energy, but act as a shield against detection by Lilith or her minions. Only time will tell. Is that what I have, the collar? Because that has the Midnight Sun ward on it. If I can actually, yeah, the Midnight Sun ward's there. Anybody else leave the dorms unlocked? Ooh, Magic's room. Oh yeah, I want to see Ghost Rider's symbol as well. That's Captain Marvel's. Where's Robbie's? Does Robbie not get a room? Or does he just sleep in the garage? There's Magic. There's Nico. There's Strange. Ah, here it is, Robbie's. Okay, I was worried there for a second. Did I have anything I needed to go and get in the forge? Like gamma coils or anything, or no? You're just gonna go check. Why can't I? Okay.
curious.
Tony's armor. What do I have to do? Go to Agatha's altar. I also saw in my recordings that I missed a few doors that I could open with Fus Ro Dah. Oh, hey Charlie. So I'm just gonna go and try and find those doors before I go to Agatha's altar. What is this? Why is this glowing blue? The Lazy Brook, New Haven. What's a haven? Havens. There are numerous haven locations on the Abbey grounds. Once discovered, a haven can be used for a special daytime hangout with a hero where their friendship rewards are increased. Each haven can be used once. Only once. Each hero can only attend a single haven over the course of the game. What? Why? Inspect. Witch sign. A glyph scrawled in bone chalk. Its meaning known only to the witch who wrote it. So this area was, Scarlet Witch's place. That explains all the books. They're probably grimoires. Hey, wait. That's not a normal rock. Hold on. I thought so. That's a scroll. Heart's Ease Common Masterwork. Interesting. Cool. I've probably missed a lot of collectibles that I'm going to be finding in this episode, aren't I? All I'm trying to look for is the, doors that I missed. Oh, there's a door I missed. I'm not going that way, though. Because that's the way I need to go. I'm not going that way if that's the way I need to go. Because there was 2 doors, from what I remember, in my editing. No, that's back to the river. Where is the doors? Here's one.
There are cracks in this wall.
I can't open
Must not
it.
be her purview.
Huh. So how do I open that one? There's Robbie's place. I'm guessing Robbie's not actually here. Yeah, no. Okay. Where is this other door? I swear there were 2. Oh, what's this? Allegory of Transience of Life. Okay. Can I just please find the other door? That's all I want to know. Oh, what's this? Oyster Mushroom. You can pick shit like in Skyrim as well? Really? Okay. Great. Awesome. So if that way's not it, what's this? Another oyster mushroom. I'm sorry? I'm sorry? Ooh! A secret door! Sure. Fus Ro Dah!
Oster smiles upon me.
What's in here? Arcane Key! I found one! You collected an arcane key. Arcane keys can open the arcane chests scattered around the Abbey and its grounds. Right. So that must be rare if I have to find a friggin' cave to get one. Right. Oh, another hangout. Haven thing. The Deserted Badlands. But that's not the door I saw in my recording. Where is the other door? Ooh, tarot card. Didn't I already get this one? Oh wait, no, that was the stars, wasn't it? That was Nova. Johnny Storm. Ah, Human Torch. Leaps into the sky and blazes bright, showcasing his exceptional power with extreme control. This card represents an abundance of energy as well as optimism and joy. Interesting. No, that's... So the door must be this way, because I saw a door, then I saw the symbol, then I saw another door. So the door must be this way. Yes, I found it! Boom.
Blessings of the goddess.
Okay, Dreamer's Descent. Descent into what? Madness? Wolfsbane. Chicken mushroom. Okay. Witch hazel. So anything with fireflies above that I can pick up. So do I use it for potions or something, or? Hunter's Journal. Ooh. November 3rd, 1712. Lilith is no longer that light that she once was. All that remains is darkness. Darkness that wears the face of the woman I once called my mother. I am prepared to lay down my life, for many will perish if I do not act. Only one of us shall walk away from the storm that awaits. It will be me. I can feel it. There are only moments left. Interesting. Foraging Quarterly recipe book. Ah! Full of tips and tricks, Quarterly is a must-have for any foraging enthusiast. Delivery fees apply. Recipe book. Cool. Okay.
Intriguing.
Wicca construct. Symbolic totems crudely constructed to honor the elder gods. Interesting.
Interesting.
That's my line. Stop taking it.
That is something.
Wolfsbane. Oh wait, no, that's chicken mushroom. Wonders Journal. So if she was here and I was here, why didn't she read mine? March 4th, 2020. She stopped tending to this grave some time ago. I guess I'm not the only one. I guess I'm the only one that comes out here these days. So I get it. It's so sad though. It was hundreds of years ago, but I can feel so much sorrow in this place. But a loss like that, a husband and a father, that doesn't just go away. Maybe that's why everything happened the way it did. Interesting. Unknown grave.
I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it.
So is this our dad / Lilith's husband?
Fascinating.
Handmade father doll. A doll for my father. I spent extra time on this one. Yep. Oh, it's this way. Another chest. I could open this. I'll save it for that purple one I found in the library, though. Handmade caretaker doll. Caretaker never did like the idea of being idolized in doll form.
Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods. This rubble looks loose.
Uh-huh. I don't think I've got the word of power to do that, though. Cheerful hilltop. That's probably another ward as well. Hunter's Journal, February 2017, 08. Agatha always makes me laugh. My aunt is so serious always. Sometimes I catch her smiling like a little girl, but only when she's with Agatha, with me. She's just serious. The way she looks at me sometimes, I don't think she knows that I see it well. That I see it, but I do. She's afraid. She's afraid that I'm going to be just like my mother. I guess if I do choose either a dark or light path in this game, I will end up like Lilith, but I'm not sure. So it's this way. Another chest. Handmade hunter doll. This doll never had to leave its family behind. Maybe that's why I made it.
Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training.
Notes on hedge magic. Recipe book. Only a few works. One of the few works of hedge magic that treats the subject with respect. Moderate attack essence, iron oak charm. Interesting.
Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this.
Which sign? A glyph scrolled from bone chalk. Its meaning is yeah, blah blah blah. Ooh, another one. Journal of Hiram Shaw. October 12, 1688. Today, with the help of my loyal followers, I continued work on the foundations of this house of worship. I knew I was called here to this spot for a reason, and praise be, I have found that reason. This page I have unearthed is ordinary parchment. No ordinary parchment. I can't read, but it assists me, calling me to extend my influence and share these words with the people of this village. When he calls, I will listen, for I am his faithful servant. The page whispers to me, and I weep with joy. It is the most clear example of his hand that I have ever witnessed. Was that the wizard who had the Chthon page? Before Lilith did. Interesting. Because I saw that in the prequel shorts. Wolfsbane. Here's another one.
The goddess of order approves.
Ooh, I'm knocked. I didn't read what was there, but I'll read that next time. I'm glad I don't run out of stamina. Okay, can't enter there. That's another cracked door. If you can call it a door. Doesn't seem like there's anything else in this area, but then again, I've missed shit before. Right, and that's everything then. Okay, let's go through that door. Did I go through it? Hold on. I'm confused. Where am I? What is this place? Was it up here? Yeah, it was up here. Okay. Stone Terrace. Handmade Lilith doll.
Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I wonder what she was really afraid of.
This doll was for my mother, before things changed.
I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became.
Illustrated Mycology, recipe book. The ink and watercolor illustrations almost jump off the page. Minor heroic essence, rare gift. Interesting. I'm just exploring and I'm gonna get lost. I know this for a fact.
The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, tarot card. Jane Grey stands powerfully and summons flames from her palms, holding her stance and waiting for the next move. This card represents instinct and wisdom, with a hint of mystery. The High Priestess. Another haven. Another chest. The earthy oaks. It is another sign. Huh. How do I get over this? Oh! Hold on. It has that same sigil, so maybe it's a repairing charm. That'd be interesting. Who is this? Where is this?
The great seer known as Endra Moore is buried here.
Ah.
Nico, her powers came
Old Midnight
dangerously
Suns
close to
mystery.
crossing the line, but she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns.
Interesting. So, each of the Midnight Suns was handpicked by the old Midnight Suns for, like, equal power. So one of those would be a rider, one of them would be able to... Yeah, okay. I see. Hunter's Journal, September 8th, 1712. We only have so much time before Lilith's shadows falls upon us. Until then, I must continue to train. I must continue to become who I'm destined to be. I am the hunter. I will hunt. So basically, straight out the gate, he was born to be a warrior and he couldn't change his fate. Ooh.
What is this?
Journal of Hiram Shaw. December 4th, 1688. The people of Salem line outside, drooling at the chance to be part of this congregation. I cannot be more pleased with how many seek out the truth within these walls, with the guidance of Chthon, and the power within this page. I will set them free. I am the one that has been chosen, and I praise Chthon for granting me this blessing and this power. Yet where there is light, there are those who oppose it. A coven of witches stalk around us, deceiving my flock and sowing the seed of distrust. They will be stopped. Interesting. Why is that the only thing I say when I find something cool? I'd love to know what these ingredients are for. Well, I think that's enough exploring for now. Let's go do the actual mission. Oh, place dolls, what? The joy has been breathed, love infinite. 1665 to 1649. Interesting. That's why I was collecting the dolls. And I got an epic chest.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
Weird, I was gonna go.
And still you masked even this from me. My own father's grave?
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the two of you, you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer, but this was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
You were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when your mother and I both would have just as soon join the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both of you.
With darker times still to come.
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out, but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Your mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I have never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories. Maybe now you understand why I don't venture out here that often anymore.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together.
Okay. Armor stand, common hunter's quarters schematic. Interesting. Tutorial arcane chests. Look for arcane chests on the Abbey grounds and unlock them with arcane keys. Arcane chests reset periodically, so return to previous open chests to see if you can open them again. The higher your arcane level, the more rewards each chest will have. Interesting.
Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you can thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
I only have the faintest memory of him. What was he like?
He was honest. A working man, you could say. Authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him, but that wasn't really his fault. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved my mother?
He loved her, and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along?
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with him now.
I know that feeling all too well, kiddo.
Okay, let's go see Agatha. That was a cool thing I found, though. I wasn't expecting to find that. I was just expecting to find more tarot cards and artworks. Okay, found the way. Hey, Charlie girl.
She believes in our purpose.
Elemental altar. Glowing vessel. Victims of the witch trials. Glowing apothecary vessel. Vessel created by witches to honor the innocent. Interesting. Another door. Let's go this way.
Master guides my hand.
The Whispering Woods. That's another broken door.
This looks like a fairy ring.
It's a fairy ring. Victims of the witch trials thing again. Air
It's a
rod.
rod. I should take this back to the altar.
This quartz stone is so light it almost floats. Fluffy white and grey walls conceal a core of roiling thunderclouds which emit small bursts of lightning from time to time. Interesting. So I've got 3 of the how many ever elements. The Hermit. Namor wields his trident with power, but remains tranquil in his strength below water. This card represents solitude and finding the answer sought from within one's own self. Okay. I think that was all that was down there. It was just like a place where you could get the other rod. Ooh, another tarot card. Ah, Domino. Wheel of Fortune. Domino knows the way of which the wheel will turn and shows the answer in the playing card she plays. This card represents luck and good fortune, along with opportunities in the future. I've got 8 of 22. Why are there 22? I'm not going to be able to go that way. Not for a while, at least. Not until I learn that new word of power. Another tarot card. Death. Yeah, right. Her name is Death. The card's name is Death. That's the only one that does that, apparently. Death stands between the black vortex, surrounded by prized infinity stones, tempting us with possibility. This card represents transformation and entering a new phase of one's life. Cool. Any more tarot cards? I seem to be finding quite a lot of those. More witch hazel. Ooh, the quiet trail. Hey, Charlie. Right, what's this then?
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
Really? Hocus pocus? Right, so there's 4.
You haven't lost
So
your
fire,
touch,
water,
dear.
air, I'm guessing earth.
The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
I've got 3 of them.
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
I already got 3.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda,
Something
I'd
fell on
rather
my
you
arm,
take
so I had to
things
move it.
slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project.
I've already got 3.
You don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
Arcane keys, so we would have learnt it anyway.
Arcane key?
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby.
Okay.
Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Alright, so I've got water, fire, air. What's the last one? So, water.
The old magic still holds.
This one is air.
What was Wanda up to here?
That one's not fire. This one's fire.
Only one more to go.
Yes, where is that one? I have 5 keys. On the hunt, common palette for Nico. Oh, it's a default. Oh, I see. Cool. We'll keep Shadow Witch on for now. I'll just keep in mind that. A visor? Okay then. 179. Aww. We're no longer that other one. Abbey Grounds. Exploration and ending the night. Exploring the Abbey Grounds from this point on is optional. It can be done at any time without regard to the main story. When you are ready, return to your quarters and go to sleep each night to start the new day. The next day. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Agatha in the library. That way I can see if she can show me the way to the last rod. Because I want to get that done as soon as possible. Library was this way, right? No, it wasn't. It was this way. No, not that way. Through here. Nope, that's the forge. No, that's not the forge. It's in here, that's right. And here is the chest I wanted. Purity Epic Palette. Vigilant Whole Face... Okay, let's have a look at these. Ooh, a new thing. Oh, and it's fully white. That looks cool. That looks cool as. Huh. And then whole face prop. That's a bit overkill. Honestly though, that's like a little overkill. Like the mask, sure. Having that on, sure. Covering the whole face up, no. I don't like the fact that it like blocks the forehead. That's like the only like thing I have with it. Because it's also blocking off the fringe, and that's the reason I have this hair on in the first place. I wonder, can I buy the hair I wanted? Hair color. Yes, I can. Oh, but it will take most of my gloss. Sure. Why not? Okay, now my hair's purple, which is actually true. It's just not in this light for some reason.
I see you found one of the elemental rods.
3 of them.
If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more. I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the blood used them to converse with the Elder Gods.
How does that work?
Members of the blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much. But I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen?
The end of the world.
You got me there, dear.
And you died.
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person.
Just another benefit of being descended from the blood. Lucky you, dear.
Where did the words of power come from?
The old gods.
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well.
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
Okay. So you've got no information on how I can find...
This is a little cryptic.
It's a clue. Don't worry if you can't solve her riddles all at once. I'll translate new clues every night.
But the Abbey grounds are huge. How will I know where to look?
I didn't read it.
You used to love
I'll have
running
to
around
pause
these
it in my
grounds as a
recording.
child. If you need a refresher, study your map.
Tutorial Abbey map. Using the Abbey map, find the way around new grounds and keep track of heroes. New regions and arcane chests will also appear on the map as you discover them. Use fast travel. Fast travel. How do I fast travel? How do I... Oh, it's only at certain standing stones. No, it's not. Okay, I'm confused now. Right. Well, everybody, this is where I'm going to end this video off. I will see you all in the next one. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. Peace out.